Okay, so who in here, who, you might not, like you might be single or you might have come with another person, but two different people who lost sons or younger males. Maybe it's a younger brother. Do we know where that goes? Are you together? Okay. So, anybody else? Son? Okay.
Stepbrother.
Okay, so, but you're together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so stepson and son? Okay. These two are helping each other. So I know this might sound kind of bizarre because they didn't know each other in life, I'm assuming, but it doesn't matter. Once we die, we're all connected. And so what's going on now, one is DA or AD. So I'm supposed to acknowledge that, and that was the strong one in my meditation. So name starts out DA or AD, or those are initials? DA? Adam? Oh, AD. So both of you. Okay. The other thing I got was they both died within the last 2 years. Yes? Yes. Okay. Different deaths, though. So sudden, but different, which means I have to figure out how. Hold on. DA's you. He wants to talk. All right. What's his name?
Daniel.
Daniel? Okay. Let's go with him. We'll come to you second. All right. So he's owning this to some degree, which means if he's owning it, it means putting himself in the situation or choosing an exit point that was young, and he's sorry for this. I'm supposed to reference dad, so this, are you dad? He's really sorry that he left so abruptly, no closure, wants you to know how much he loves you, not to worry about him. 333, the month of March, the 3rd of March, the 3rd of a month. What is that, birthday, anniversary, or death? March?
March 25th.
Okay, so he died in March. Okay, so he's jumping up and down. So is this, did it just past 1 year or just past 2 years?
Past 1 year.
Okay, he's trying to say celebrate him, not mourn him. And he wants you guys to know, did he take his life? Yeah.
Overdose.
Yeah.
Not purpose. We don't.
Right. It might have been unintentional, but he's owning it with regret. And whenever I see him shaking their head, it means I'm frustrated, I'm sad, but in the end, you can't lie to yourself and you can't lie to God. And it's this feeling of, I put myself in this situation. But there's huge regret. Sometimes, I want to be honest, sometimes when it's suicide, they don't regret it because they didn't want to be here. Okay? He does regret it. Now, he's making me feel as if, now, does he have a sister who's living?
Yes.
She needs to hear all this, or she's connected with him. It's something about reaching out to her and wanting her to know that he loves her, and I feel like there's tremendous guilt on her end. Did she say to you she wasn't connected to him at the end, or she wasn't feeling close? Yeah, she's feeling really sad about not making more of an effort to like have compassion. He's saying forget it. He knows she loves him. He also wants you guys to know he's with his grandfather, and I think it's your dad.
Yeah.
All I know is they're up there hanging out by the shore. So what does the shore mean? Like East Coast?
East Coast.
He's talking about being there. And he's showing me, do you have family in New York, New Jersey?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's showing me being out there. Like kind of that's to give you an idea of what heaven looks like for him. He's a teacher. Hold on. Was he a teacher in life? Not necessarily in a classroom, but did people look up to him and learn from him?
He's a musician. He taught others.
I was just going to say music. I was going to say music teacher.
Well, he wasn't a music teacher. He taught other people.
That's exactly what he's doing over there.
Sing and play.
Do you know what they showed me? He showed me, I used to do this music, it's called Music Together, and I used to do it with my son Jacob, and that's what he was showing me. So I'm thinking he's teaching little kids how to play music. It's his way of communicating to you what he gets to choose to do with his time. This feels like a love or a passion. So anything with music or entertainment along those lines. Did you guys ever see the Jersey Boys?
Mm-hmm.
He's showing me that. I don't know why. I don't know if it's that type of music or if it's going to a musical like that. But you're supposed to picture him doing that type of stuff up there with his loved ones. Your mother is standing here, and I'm supposed to bring up who is the B as in Betty? Who is the Betty? Beverly? No clue? She's a B-E female. She's definitely dead. She has to be an aunt, mother, grandmother. She's a mother figure. And then I have the M-A-R as in Marion or Marilyn. She's also there with him. That's your mom? Do you know who the B-E is?
BB.
Who's that?
It's Aunt.
Okay. Did you guys all come together?
do.
Okay, so even though they didn't know each other in life, he's hanging out with your mom, your aunt, and your mom is Joe? Joan. They're all together. So they more or less, like you guys got together, made the effort to be here tonight. That's what they did, okay? BD, is she outgoing? Was she kind of a loud personality?
Yeah.
Because she's doing this kind of like everyone just needs to focus on her and she needs a little attention, but she means well and she's just showing me she looks good. Now, your mother's jumping up and down and showing me a cat. And I don't know what the cat is unless she had cats. You saw a cat recently? I see a black cat in my head. What's with Halloween? Was birthday, anniversary, or death in October? Okay, what?
12.
October
October.
is what?
Death.
Okay. Something about a black cat is going to be a sign for you from your mother. So if it hasn't happened, it's going to. Meaning you open your front door and there's one like walking across your yard. Just remember that. All right, moving forward. Okay, hold on. He wants to talk more, so we're not done. So he's singing Daniel, my son. So Elton John. You guys heard this recently?
I've written about the song.
Okay, he's smiling about it. So he knows your thoughts around it in connection to him. Okay? He also wants me to bring up real estate for sale sign. So are you selling something right now? Did you just go through a big...
We're trying to rent some stuff.
Yeah.
He's helping you with something real estate-wise, okay? And he doesn't want you feeling like you can't do it on your own. It's one of those things, you know how sometimes things synchronistically just fall into place? He's smiling like you can thank him because he's behind the scenes making this easy or effortless or something will happen. And you'll say, we know he's helping. Who's the HRs in Harold? Harry, who is that? Is that your dad?
I have a cousin, Harold.
Who died. He's with him, and he's saying hi to you. Now, this man did not believe in this in life, because he's shaking his head like, what am I doing right now? But he's open, because he wouldn't be here if he wasn't. Your son did believe in this, or maybe you never talked about it, but he's an old soul. He's one, and I can tell you what happened here. Tell me if I'm wrong. He didn't feel like he fit in here. This wasn't home to him. And a lot of suicides lately, in the last couple of years, are not because they're weak, it's because this doesn't feel good. This is not their home, and they know better. They know there's something easier, and it's just a perfect fit. So what am I doing here? And that's what happened. Am I wrong? No, I'm right. So he's doing this thumbs up, which means don't worry about him. He's in a good place. Okay? And he's also making me feel like even though he's sad, he is sad, he's shaking his head, which means regret. He's sad he's not here finishing the ride. I always say when they die, it's like they dropped out of school. Okay? He's just doing his hobbies now. He was tired of doing the work here. Now, he's also making me feel like he works closely with your dad because either your dad died when he was young or they weren't that close because there's something about a disconnect and now reconnected. Now, who is this B? It's not her. Who is the male B?
I have a brother, Barry.
Who died?
No.
Okay, hold on. Disconnect, which means were you not close to him?
Period of time.
Okay, hold on. It's your father talking. The death of your son is a reminder that life is short and that not to waste time on petty stuff. And maybe you've already gotten this and that you're supposed to be the bigger picture and just it's about love and everything else is an illusion. And you're supposed to remind your brother of that. So maybe sometimes it's you just having to kind of swallow your pride and do the right thing, but that's your dad's advice to you. So you don't incur negative karma. Okay?
Tell Dan I've been trying to help Barry.
Okay. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay? Now, I'm supposed to tease you about, do you collect everything? What's your son teasing about? You're collecting, and unless it's one thing and you just keep collecting. Unless it's you. What is it? What exactly are you talking about? I don't think this is it, but he's showing me baseball. So where would it be going with baseball? Did he have a baseball card collection? Okay, is that at all connected to you or your dad?
No.
Okay, hold on, give me more. Cars. Who collects cars?
Well, one could say he did, because he went through them.
Yeah, like your son, like he couldn't have been that old, and he had a lot of cars?
Well, he wrecked a lot of cars.
Okay. Got it. Okay, so there's a joke about this.
They're
So
up there too, yeah.
right. I mean, could you say there were a dozen cars?
No,
Just
there are
a half dozen.
3 or 4 or 5.
I don't think that's it. Give me more. Hold on. He's talking about the cars, but that's not the collection. Hold on. I don't know what he's saying, but he's showing me my sign for somebody who's a pack rat, which means you collect just stuff, unless you just have his stuff. So I'm supposed to go into his stuff. What did you keep everything?
We haven't been able to give it up.
That's it. And he's doing this, I don't know if you're looking at it saying, God, I can't believe how much stuff he accumulated in a short time. But the point is he's doing this like whatever. He doesn't care about the stuff, which means you take what holds meaning and value to you and you get rid of the rest. Do you have his car?
Pardon?
Do you have a car of his?
I mean,
Okay, hold on. The black one, which means his black car or one of you drives a black car.
His first car was black.
Okay, so what do we...
First two.
Do you have some picture of him in the black car? Because he's talking about the black car, you're supposed to hold on to this. So it's either the picture of it or the memory of it. Did you buy him his first car?
Mm-hmm.
The black one?
so,
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Now give me more. Hold on. He's so pleased that you're here right now. And Mom, he's talking about 222 for you. So I don't know what you see with the 222, but if you woke up and saw it on the clock or anything 22, they're showing with the twos. Do you know why? 222 in my language means keep your faith. Everything's going to be okay for everybody involved. Okay? So if you see that now, it's his way of saying just trust I'm okay. Okay? You're very intuitive, and your mom has passed, correct? Okay, she's standing here for the first time with her hand on your forehead, which means watch your dreams, because this is going to be one way they communicate with you. Your mom was there to take your son home, making me feel like it's important that you know they're together, or he's showing her the ropes, which is interesting. So I don't know if he's just an older soul or he knows what he's doing, but the point is she's not worried about him in the least. And I think she's saying this so that if you can't take care of him and know he's okay, you trust that he's in good hands. Now, Valentine's Day is coming up. I don't know if that's somebody's birthday, mom's birthday, death date. Any clue? What's in February? Do you have any idea?
My mother died in February.
Yeah. Okay, so Mom is talking about the February thing. So we talked about your mom was the October thing. They're talking a lot about death dates, and your son brought up his death month. So the point is, everybody should hear this. When they talk about the death date, and you start seeing this in random places like on the clock, like the numbers on the clock, or grocery receipts, or license plates, it's their way of saying I'm not dead, I'm alive. Okay, so celebrate this. Don't be sad about it. Okay, your mom is doing the February thing and showing me a positive celebration, so meaning she's okay. All right, moving forward, do we know who the S female is in the family who died? Is that her mother?
her family,
It could be yours. They're all,
my grandmother
Oh,
was singing.
same.
okay, hold on. She's outgoing. She seems to be watching over you. All I know is she's a kind of a guide on some level. So if you've ever felt her presence, thought about her, it's just a wise soul who's there to comfort you, guide you, knows your son even if they never met in life. Now, just to tease you, are you a bad golfer?
Yeah.
With something about you need
Who told them?
He's teasing you like you need to go practice. Did he go to law school? Who's the attorney? You you are? You both are. Hold on. Okay, so it's kind of like are you not practicing?
Right.
He's showing me you're rusty. So I don't know if it's that you forgot
Well,
how to do it.
well, you're not at the top of your game after you stop.
Right, with anything. He's teasing you about golf. He's teasing you about your profession. He's making you feel like you both need to kind of practice. What have you thought about doing to actually use that knowledge you have?
I do a lot of volunteer work using that.
Yeah, he's showing me you're not done, which just means it doesn't have to be like a full-time 9-to-5 thing, but you definitely need to keep helping others with your gift.
Also, I remember that my father's name is Sam, so that
It was,
back to the S.
I think, remember I said it's a
Sammy.
female?
Okay.
Felt like a female. Hold on, is Sam there? Sam is there. He's sweet. He's not all that outgoing. Could you picture your dad not believing in this? like having a hard time wrapping his mind around it, because I'm getting this is weird for him, and he's showing me this kind of like I'm here, but I don't know what to do with this, but he is there. And I also feel like your father has visited you a few times since your son has passed, so you might say that's ever since my son died, I've started feeling closer to my dad or thinking more about my dad, and sometimes that's just your intuition picking up on their around. Okay, so I'm supposed to mention Las Vegas. He said it twice now, I haven't said it. Are you guys going to Vegas?
No, but he used to live there.
He wants you to go. It's this feeling of go, because then I get to live through you, and I get to have fun, and you might actually end up doing certain things like he would have done. I'm in Times Square in my head right now. Did you guys ever go take him on a trip there?
Well, we took him to New York City.
Okay. Somehow, for every spirit, their heaven looks different. Somehow, for me, that would be hell, because I'm like a beach in Maui. But he's talking about this is heaven because he's kicking his feet up like a little kid. Okay, he's talking about Vegas. He's talking about New York. He's talking about places that feed his soul on some level, which means if you go, you might not be going for you. You might be inspired to go because of him. Okay, sometimes they do that. Okay, moving forward, I'm supposed to bring up down south. So in Florida, did you guys recently go down there? Do you have family there? Something about you going there and him going with you. So after he died, you went, correct?
Depends on what you mean by south. We have a place in Arizona, so
Down south is what he's showing me.
south.
Well, isn't Arizona south of Denver?
Well, it is.
It is.
But it's
Yeah.
not the south.
And we went there and still go there to find some peace.
I would have to believe that's it, because it's your heaven. It's the closest thing you find to being okay, or centered, or peaceful, or connected. The point is, he's saying go down south. It's since he has died, because it feels like that's going to be where he comes to you more frequently. Okay?
We have said that we feel him more there almost.
That's why. A lot of times, if you're in a better place, you raise your vibration, which means you're a little bit closer to feeling them. So if you're in a really bad place here and you want to try and be close to him, it's not likely to happen. So you're better off going down there. What is that beeping?
I'm so glad somebody else.
I was like, I think, does everybody else hear
I
that?
don't know.
It's coming from over here.
Crazy. Okay, hold on a second. He loves you. He's showing me roses. You can't walk out of here without hearing how much he loves you. Mom, he's appreciating you right now. It's Mother's Day, so it's kind of this feeling of he missed it, but he never misses it. It's kind of like I'm always around trying to acknowledge you. Is June your birthday?
No,
Why is he saying happy birthday?
it's not.
Somebody's now. Who's... I've never heard that.
Yeah, it's our anniversary.
Is in
It's
June?
coming up soon, yeah.
Okay, in June.
Yes.
Then that has to be it, because it's balloon celebration, okay? So he's trying to honor your anniversary. More or less, he's saying, don't stop living because I died or because of what I did. I think it's an accident, to be honest with you. It's this feeling of numbing my pain, but not premeditative, okay? Because I'm not
That's how
getting...
we feel about it.
Yeah.
That's how it was.
I'm pretty sure. It's kind of confusing because it's this feeling of... You know when you graduate from school, there's this feeling of, I loved it, but I'm so glad it's over, because it was so much work. That's what I keep feeling from him. So while this doesn't feel like in my dad's case, it was premeditated, he had planned on doing it, there was no stopping him. So with him, I'm getting it was just accidental, but he's owning it, but he's happy with where he's at. So that's where you just need to trust he's where he needs to be. And your father's there, but he's not as connected to him, and I don't know why.
Well, he died many years before.
So he knew your dad a little bit better.
Oh, he knew my dad.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's this feeling of your dad was taken out of his life, and now he's back in, and now we get to pick up where we left off and build on that. With your dad, it's this feeling of I know him, I love him, but I'm not spending my time with him. Okay, so one more thing. He ever play the piano?
He was gifted.
Showing me this. I see him up there. I see Elton John sitting there playing. So he's like doing his thing on a big level. It's not just a hobby. I swear you're going to walk through your house hearing music, and it's him. You might say, what radio is on? Is the TV on? Who knows? But it's going to be him. Okay, so he's passing the torch to the friend here. Hold on. Adam? Okay, talk to me, Adam. Do you have a father who died? Did I have a heart attack? Okay, so I can tell you this, your dad is standing, the reason I was waiting is because I have your father in the way, in a sense, because it's like, no, I get to go first. He's standing here wanting you to know it was not painful. So I don't know if you guys were feeling like this was a horrific ending, but somehow the stepson, he also have a heart issue? Could he not breathe? I mean, do you know anything about?
He could not. It was a massive corner.
Yeah, it's this feeling of pushing on my airway, my lungs, and I can tell you it looked worse than it really was. So he's trying to reiterate. So your sister,
Yeah, I'm the stepsister.
stepsister, and so her dad is your grandpa.
Right.
Okay, both of them are pointing to you right now, which means they both want you to be acknowledged, know that they both care about you. Her father, he's the main one right now. He's a bold personality. I don't know what his belief system was in life, but he's open. He's not shy. He wants me to bring up the Jack or the nickname Jack. Do you know who that is? Now, let me keep going. So it's to bring up, does somebody have a dog? No, 2 dogs. So do you have 2 dogs who are living?
He and my mother did.
Okay, and they're both still here. Both the 2 dogs are seeing your dad. And he's showing me, is one of them a Jack Russell?
No, but it's a terrier.
Okay,
Yeah.
one of them is looking like around, like there's something there, and it's your dad, your mom. Yeah. I'm also supposed to tell you how proud he is of you, and he maybe wasn't a man to like say it, but he showed it, and he's doing a hug right now, which means you knew he loved you, but now he wants to actually say it to you, and that he's proud. Hold on. Who's Michael?
Stepson.
Okay, hold on. Do you know a dead Michael? Like uncle? Don't know who this is. No. Who are you?
That's Adam's middle name.
Oh, it is? That's him. That's him. He's trying to get the attention back on him. Okay. Okay, so hold on.
This is the back, right?
Yeah, so Adam, talk to me. Okay, so why do I have to ask you about Christmas? Hold on, the holidays. So this is either birthday, anniversary, death date, right around. It's usually within a month of Christmas.
My
So
father
Both
died
of them.
January 1st, and our son died the 22nd.
that's
January.
it. Okay, so they both were in January. That's it. Your dad was on New Year's Day? Yeah, because I'm seeing the holidays, and sorry to have made this, now a dark time for you, and he wants you to know that he's just smiling. I mean, he's so okay, but he wants you to know that you're supposed to go carry on with life and don't stop. Tell your mom this. Don't stop decorating and celebrating for the holidays because he died. Now, he also wants me to bring up the GR name like Jerry or Gary. This is somebody who died. Is this somebody for you, one of you? May not be. Again, it's like when we went to them. No? Okay, there's a dead. It's either Jerry or Gary. I don't know who this is. No clue?
I have a grandpa who's still alive though, but his name's Gerald
Yeah, that's
and Jerry. But he's still alive.
Still alive.
It's on my
Does he have
dad's side though.
Does he have a lung issue?
No, but our grandma.
My mother does Virginia.
Virginia. She has a major lung issue?
She's in hospice care with us right now.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. And so she's married to Jerry?
She's married to Floyd, my father.
My grandma is up there. She was married to Jerry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grandma Emily.
Okay, hold on. I need you to validate. Who's talking to me? It's your dad talking. And it's a major lung issue, and he's concerned. So I would have to say, does she go by Ginny?
Mm-hmm.
The son,
What's her middle name?
Ramona.
R. G-R. That's it. Because I'm seeing G-R. So what's going on here? So Ginny, so basically he's trying to say that he's concerned about what's going on. Clearly he's around her. I feel like she's not here, which to me just says she's preparing on a soul level to leave. And I think he's giving you a heads up to know it's her time. Yeah. And so you just do what you need to do to say your goodbyes. And it could be 3 months from now. I don't know. I'm just getting it's coming up. He's making me feel as if this is more painful than the actual death. So whatever she's doing, just almost this feeling of no freedom for her is hard on her. And that, can she not drive anymore? And he's holding her keys, like you can drive up here. So he's making me feel as if he's trying to bait her into coming over.
He's been around a lot.
Yeah. He's messed with your dishwasher Did you have a problem just recently, either of you?
Well, mine is always
Guys.
Yeah.
He's messing with that. So that to me says like weird stuff you can't explain, like
Yeah.
why is this acting up or something electrical. That's your grandpa. Hold on. Who would be Tony?
My husband?
Passed away?
No, he's
Living.
alive. It's Adam's
Okay,
father.
hold on. Okay, so Adam, talk to me. He needed to be here. Was he going to come tonight?
Well, we went to the one that you had out at the
Oh.
Denver Tax Center.
And he was there.
And he actually stayed home to take care of my mother tonight for a while.
Okay, so he knows you're here.
Mhm.
It's all that matters. You have this. You will pass along the
You bet.
messages. All I know is he's showing me his dad needs to hear this, and he's making me feel as if he's very close to him, and he's hitting him on the back. So ask your husband if he ever feels anything kind of on his shoulder, neck area. That's your son, his son. He's making me feel as if he was on top of the world and then he died, or it's this feeling of it's like leaving at a high, which simply means it doesn't really make sense to anybody, but it was his time to go. Was he 30 to 35?
31.
Yep. His exit point was between 30-35, which means no matter how he died, when he died, it would have been within that time frame. So if anybody thought we could have prevented this, what exactly did he die from?
It was a massive coronary.
Okay, so
And
just
it was sudden.
yeah. So here's what's going on. He had to leave somehow if his sole agreement was to leave between 30 and 35. Clearly, he didn't want it to be gruesome or painful, so he took this way. Okay? All I know is somebody, and I'm sure it's gone through your head or his dad's head, that we could have gotten him to see the right doctor. If only he would have known his family history with heart issues. The bottom line is this. Nobody could have prevented this. And I really feel like his dad needs to hear that. Okay, so I'm supposed to bring up, is he one of 4 kids? Why does he
Tony
have,
is.
okay,
His
so
dad is.
so his dad is one of 4. Are they all living? Okay, he's talking about the 4 and he's sending love. So I don't know if he was close to his aunts and uncles, but that feels important. Now, the next thing I'm supposed to mention is Junior. Who is that? Somebody is Junior.
Like, well, that would be my little brother. He's a junior.
Okay, so your dad, his son is Junior. Okay, hold on. Have we switched again? I need to know. Was your father a big outdoorsy guy? Did he like to play golf and to hunt and to do stuff
He
outside?
would hunt, but he wouldn't golf.
Okay, he's showing me, I'm seeing clubs and hunting gear. So maybe he's picked up the sport unless you.
Yeah, Tony golfs and Adam golf. But
Got it.
Dad hunted.
Okay,
Well, Adam
Adam is golfing, your dad is hunting.
Okay.
Because they're both cutting each other off here, but they're both showing us what their heavens look like and what they're doing with their time. Now, your father seems to want Junior to hear all this, which means your brother may not know what he believes. He's supposed to have a more open mind about your dad visiting, being around. Either they didn't get to say goodbye. Was your dad's death sudden?
Not really.
Did he
We
not
were all
say
almost
goodbye?
together. No, we were all
Okay,
together.
something about zipped lips with his Junior, which meaning either Junior didn't say what he needed to say or vice versa. There's something there. I would just share it and see what he
Okay.
says. All right, moving forward, I'm supposed to bring up Mary. Who is this? I think this
Adam's
is the
mother.
younger one. Yep. So Adam is saying Mary. So that's his mom living. He's trying to send love to her. It's this feeling of she's reeling. I don't know what's going on, but she's not at peace. So maybe, again, she's the one who needs to hear that message of she could not have prevented this. Did they have an off and on relationship?
Very much.
Because it's this feeling of it wasn't good, he's sorry. It's almost like it's too much to go into and he's not going to burden you with this, but he wants her to know that they need to work out what they left unresolved and they'll do it when she joins him. Until then, to let it be. Okay? We'll leave it at that. Okay, so I'm supposed to reference, do you have 2 little kids?
I don't.
Okay. Okay, so I'm supposed to bring up the 2 little ones, and this is coming from her dad, your grandpa. Okay?
Okay.
Are you one of 2 kids?
Yeah, I have a brother.
Okay, so it's you and your brother. He's talking about both of you. So he was around for a good part of your life, correct?
yeah.
Because he's showing me playing with the two little ones. It has to be you and your brother. He's making me feel like this is important, and he has not stopped his job, which means he's still watching over you. He's still the grandfather to you. This man cares about you the way a father would. So if you talk to him and just say, I need your help here, he will show up and do what he can do. He's messing with TVs, remote controls, all this crazy stuff that happens that you can't explain. It's him, his
Okay.
spirit interfering. Now, moving forward, I'm supposed to bring up the B nickname, like Bobby, Buddy. Who's the B in your house?
Either my brother. We both have the last name Bond, so we have a ton of nicknames that are B related between
Okay.
the two of us, kind of.
Like Bonnie, what?
Bond, Bondo. My brother goes by Bondo all the time.
Okay, so I'm
Bondi.
asking. Are you still living with your brother? Or,
Mhm.
okay, that's it. So it's him.
Mhm.
So Bondi.
He usually goes by Bondo.
Bondo.
It's like
Okay,
something-
that's what Grandpa's calling him. Okay, Bondo. He's making me feel like that he's very proud of him. He's just doing this like pat on his head, which
Mhm.
just means everything I just said for you applies to
Right,
him.
right.
Okay. Are you going into nursing?
I've been teaching.
Teaching.
Mm-hmm.
He's very proud of you and how you're showing up. I keep seeing you as the caregiver, so on some level that is what you're doing, but it's how you have this really deep compassion, like wanting to take care of people or to help people. All I know is he understands your soul's purpose better now that he can see the broader picture than he ever could get it here. This is a soulmate to both of you. I mean, meaning you're going to see him again. He doesn't want you worrying so much about planning for the future. Like, you need to take a deep breath and say, it's all going to be okay, just one moment at a time, okay? Just to tease you about your shoes. Did you fall? Did you just buy them? You're saying your feet are uncomfortable. Those look like really comfortable shoes.
I don't know. Probably my feet. I just actually went
Shoe shopping?
with my girlfriends. Yeah, we went on a trip, and so there's kind of a lot of shoe things going on.
Okay, he's teasing you about the shoe things.
Okay.
All I know is this doesn't feel like something that he's normally following you on, but
Right.
something that he just referenced.
Right.
Okay, so I'm supposed to reference, are you one of 3 kids? Do you have 2 siblings?
I have one brother
Okay.
that we lost.
I was just going to
My
say,
mother lost
did
a son.
lost a baby, because he's showing me there's one with him, and even if you didn't know that soul, your dad knows him, and that might have been a big void for them in life, but he's with that son. He's talking about smoke in the house. I don't know if you've smelled smoke in the house or dad smoked, but there's something about the smoke smell is a sign from him. Has that happened?
Only when my mother tries sneaking a cigarette.
So he's picking up on that. Was there something like in the last month or so you walked and you could smell it? Okay, that's him teasing about it, but he's aware of it, and maybe you just tell her she can't hide anything from him.
She's always tried.
Okay, so are you friends? Has your father died? Okay, all I know is I feel this father figure standing behind you, even if he wasn't part of that family. He is not as bold, is what I would say, but he equally wants to be here. So this takes a lot for him to come forward. Your dad, you can thank her dad, he's helping him. Now, I'm supposed to bring up no goodbyes, which means could he not talk when he died? What happened? What was going on with no closure? Zipped lips or holding the throat means they couldn't speak, or you didn't get to say what you wanted to say, or he didn't get to say what he wanted to say. Let me rephrase this. Was he not good at articulating his feelings?
Yeah.
That's it. Because meaning if there was one reason he was coming forward, it was to say to you there was so much locked up inside that he didn't communicate that he's sorry about. So let's go into it. Dad, what is it you want to say? First of all, who's Charles or Charlie or Chuck? Any clue?
No, not really.
He's dead.
He was an uncle, but I really didn't even know him.
But
A
he's
great
in
uncle.
right, but he's in your family?
Mhm.
Is he on your mom's side?
My dad's.
Okay, hold on. Your dad is standing with him now. Is mom still living?
No.
Hold on. Who is the Kate, Catherine, K female? Who is that? Do you have a sister who's K?
No.
No? Okay, hold on. What are you talking about? Living K. No clue? What's your name?
Sherry.
Sherry. Who are you talking about? Dad, what are you trying to say? Who has a Kate or Catherine who died? This may not be for you. No?
I'm Katie, but I'm living.
You're Kate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but remember I said, that's okay. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
That was cute.
It's you. Okay, so here's, so you know what I just said? Do you have a living sister named Kate? It's you, living female. Okay, they're trying to get me to acknowledge you. So, okay, so I'm asking because, did you guys come together?
Mhm.
Okay, so your dad got cut off because somebody wants to say something to you. So I'm saying, who is this? Have to be a grandmother. Do you have you said you did. You have a grandmother that died. The grandmother, so is this on your dad's side? All I know is she's making me feel that she's a little frustrated. She didn't get to say anything, which just means that's maybe her personality. But she doesn't want you walking out of here thinking she doesn't care about you. Because we
Okay.
did all this with your grandpa. She is making me feel like that you're connected to them on your own, which means you might have an extra sensitive ability, like you feel them, you see out of the corner of your eye. So if you see things flying around the room out of the corner of your eye, that you're seeing them. Okay? And I have your stepbrother jumping around here saying like you're seeing him too. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to go back to Sherry. Hold on. Why am I hearing Charlie or Chuck? Does anybody else have Charlie or Chuck? No. Okay, so uncle on your dad's side. Did your father ever fish?
Occasionally.
Do you know if he ever fished with somebody, like an uncle, another uncle, his father? There are 3 men he's with. So your dad and 3 others. All right, so I don't know all the names yet, but all I know is he's trying to say he's not alone. That's number 1. Number 2, November. What is that? Birth anniversary or death month? What's 11?
My daughter's birthday's the 11th, but nothing in November.
Of what month?
October.
No,
His birthday's July 11th.
that's it. Your dad's. Yeah. He's flashing 11, which means when you see 7-11, that's your dad. Okay? He's also 11, just 11 in general. He keeps showing me that's your way to know he's there, okay, with you. He wants you to know that he's glad that you're open to this. He's showing me, do you collect angels?
Yeah.
You show me when you feel compelled to buy an angel, somebody gifts you with an angel figurine, picture, anything, it's coming from them. I have your grandmother off your mom's side that's standing here. She's smiling. I'm supposed to bring up the A as in Anne. Was that her name?
Middle name,
Is Anne?
Annette.
Okay, hold on. Somebody else have her first name? Like if it's Mary, there's 3 Marys.
A friend's granddaughter has her name, but nobody in the family.
I don't know why she's going to that name, but she's showing me the A-N name.
Oh. Yes. My cousin.
Okay. So is cousin passed?
Yes.
That's it. So she doesn't want to confuse the 2. I haven't gotten your cousin at this point. All I know is this grandmother is very powerful. She works with you behind the scenes. I'm supposed to reference for you too, real estate. Are you planning on selling? Something about you're supposed to do with that. Green light, move forward with it. So we're just talking about it?
Yeah.
It's a good thing. Now, let's move forward. I have a man to your side, which is either a husband, brother, cousin, or friend. Who is he?
My husband.
He is standing here. He's like being dragged into this. It's making me feel like he doesn't know what he's doing. Was his death in the last few years? 3 to 5?
8 and
8? Okay, hold on. Of those 8 years, it took him 3 to 5 years to get adjusted. All that means is it was foreign. He did not want to die. He was like resisting being there. He wasn't a lost soul, but it's this feeling of now he's there. So in the last few years. The bottom line is this. If you felt initially you weren't getting signs from him or feeling him, it's because he was somewhere unreachable. He's making me feel as if he's open, able to do this now, wants to be here for you. I'm supposed to tease about were you just having a maintenance person in the house or around the house? This would be like calling somebody because you can't do it.
Yeah.
Okay? And he's also making me feel like he does mess with lights. So weird stuff that happens, that's him. I keep saying squirrels. What's with squirrels? Did you just find one like in your garage? Did you almost hit a squirrel?
Just have a lot of them at the house.
Yeah. Somehow he uses squirrels as your messengers. So you might find something bizarre when you get home tonight, tomorrow morning. All I know is it's his way of saying hi. Do we know who James or Jim is?
My father.
Okay, and he's passed away.
Yeah.
Oh, great. We talked to him. He's with him. All I know is Jim. Is that what he went by? They're hanging out. They're buddies up there. I'm supposed to bring up a cigar, so I don't know if that's your husband or your dad who smoked.
My dad smoked.
Okay. He's up there smoking away, which so Jim is basically in his heaven. He gets to do what he wants, no consequences. He wants you to know he's very proud of how you're taking care of you, which just means you're very mindful of what you're doing on every level. Your husband, is this cancer? He's showing me he will not have it. So part of your agreement with your husband was you agreed to help him through this very difficult journey, this ending. Did it go on for 3 years? Okay, 3 months?
That was fast.
3 months.
Yeah.
He showed me the 3 time period, months. It was not fun. It was emotionally, painful, physically exhausting. The point is, you learned your lessons through his experience, which means you won't ever have to go through that. He's grateful. He showed me gratitude for how you showed up for him and that he's indebted to you. And I'm supposed to bring up a good friend. Do you have a good friend named Richard? Who's Richard? Living.
Brother, but
Or-
not really a good
But,
friend.
right. All that means is guy close to your side, which means brother, cousin, friend. He's showing me, and he's living. Richard's living, correct?
Mhm.
We're a little worried about his health. So I don't know what's going on there other than heads up. It means you could pass along the message, and it's probably something he could get taken care of if he does it, but I get this feeling he's not going to. So you'll just be the messenger. Hold on. So it's saying, tell her about popcorn. So popcorn to me is my sign for movies. Were you just at a movie that reminded you of your husband? Were you just watching a movie and you could hardly watch it?
Not really.
Okay.
I watched a movie, it didn't remind me. Well, yeah, it was a love story, reminded me of him, yeah.
There's something about the movie, him inspiring you sitting down and watching this. I don't know if it tugged at your heart at all, but there's something to that. Like he was sitting there with you. Was that just in the last few weeks?
Maybe last night.
Last night? Okay. Because it has to be recent. It can't be a year ago. Hold on 1 second. He's still new at this. He's learning how to do this, which most spirits are. All that means is you're going to have to do a little extra work on your end if you want to actually have a dialogue with him, which just means meditate, pray, raise your energy, and you'll feel him versus not doing that. You're probably not going to get a lot. Okay, he's absolutely there. Okay, your dad's taking good care of him. I have his mother died, correct? She's not coming forward, but he's pointing my mom's back here, which means he's spending time with her. Who drinks scotch?
Nobody is dead.
Do you?
No, my brother-in-law does.
No. Okay, literally, somebody's showing me scotch. It's not anything other than that. So it's not for you. Does that make any sense to you?
Kinda, yeah.
Who drinks scotch?
Dad used to.
Your dad.
Adam used to.
Oh, Adam did. And he liked his scotch. Because, meaning, somebody would have a scotch here, and it would trigger this feeling or memory of that person up there.
Actually, which is kind of funny because his oldest brother drinks a lot of scotch, and that we've actually gotten that message before too.
Okay.
But that person was really sad and thinking of him.
That's it. So he's up there saying he's drinking his scotch. I mean, kind of like he's smoking his cigarettes, your dad, meaning they can do what they want now. There's no issue with it. Okay, I might come back to the people I've already read, but I'm going to move forward just to get to everybody. Okay, hold on. Okay, so none of you are related, are you two?
I'm married.
Okay, but you have different families. Okay, and you're not related. Okay, here's what's going on. Here's what's going on. I have 2 fathers, but they're not from this, like they're totally separate. And they're trying to come forward, and they both died of similar issues. What are the issues? Have to be heart, lung issues because they're putting their hand over my chest. Father who died? No? No? Father? Heart, lung issues?
I have a father who died of heart attack.
Okay, hold on. I need a name. M&M. So Eminem. M&M's?
That would be me.
Okay. So we're going to you. So, who's M&M? M initials or M and M? Who?
My mom and dad both
Okay,
started with M.
that's it. Okay, so it's for you. Now, and your dad, is your dad Al? Okay, it's for you guys. So, totally different energies, your dad and your dad, okay? But they're coming forward together to help each other to do this. Now, I'm supposed to, which one of them worked in a garment business? Which retail? Somebody worked in,
Well, no,
somebody worked in clothes, seamstress, retail, something.
luggage.
Maybe. Who was that? Your dad? Okay, hold on. I mean, was that
My
something?
uncle owns a clothing store
Yeah,
now, here.
here.
Now.
Okay, hold on.
That could be my mother.
Who is Rick or Richard?
That's
Remember his-
my uncle.
That's him?
Who owns the
That's
clothing?
it. Okay. It's definitely for you. Okay. So here's what's going on. Your dad is referencing him, okay? Even if that's not his brother, he's acknowledging him. Now, I am getting this, which means, you know, if Richard has hereditary, there's heart problems, lung stuff, it's something as a heads up, that side of the family, upper respiratory. I'll leave it at that. Again, there's something going on they're worried about. It's not necessarily your job, but if you feel compelled to share, you could, okay? I'm supposed to reference your father as being very, very open to doing this, which just means he visits you as much as you allow him to visit you. All that means is if you make time to meet him halfway, connect, meditate, pray, all that, he will come. He's talking about the birds. I'm hearing 3 little birds. So, saying about the 3 birds that come to visit you, mom, dad, and somebody else. Who is the somebody else, guys? Grandmother on your mom's side. So I don't know if you've heard, is she a D as in Dorothy? Do you know who the D is who died?
That's my grandma.
Grandma Dorothy? Okay, hold on. God. I'm asking if
Could be my grandmother.
Grandma's Dorothy? Okay.
My mother was Nora.
Your mom's Dorothy? Who else is Dorothy? Hold on. It would have to be you, because they're all coming, so Grandma's Dorothy. We're in this bubble right now, and this bubble is the 2 of you because you're married, even it's different families, but they're coming together. So we'll get to yours if she's there. The 3 birds, I don't know what that's about. Your mother, she seems to be giving you a sign with 3 birds. Have you seen 3? Hummingbirds, these would be kind of hovering. See what happens, yeah. Okay, so the bottom line is this. I have mom, dad, and your maternal grandmother, mom's mom, okay? I have MM, there's a 3rd M. Are you all M's? You, your mom, your dad, sister? Mom's referencing sister, okay? So sister's living. All I know is she's not gonna change, but it's this feeling of, have you made an effort to call her, to meet with her? Have you gone through the whole dividing up mom's stuff? She wants you to do that, but do it civilly, meaning she doesn't care about any of this. She's showing me watches, bracelets. Do you have a bracelet of mom's tonight?
I don't. I mean, I normally wear it.
Okay, she's asking you to wear it. She's also making me feel like you need to be the bigger person. It's just like what we're saying with him and his brother. You need to do with your sister. And mom's sitting here showing me it's kind of like same old, but it is what it is. Okay? She wants you to know how proud she is of you for how you've been able to pull yourself together. This has not been the easiest 18 months for you. So it's this feeling of all the bumps. It's kind of like when it rains, it pours. She knows it's not been easy, but you're still moving forward. Now, you're not to move. Were you guys talking about moving?
Sort of.
They're talking about no move. Okay? It feels like the easy way out is to move. So, meaning sometimes we just want a new start, or unless this was, were you guys talking about separating? No? Okay. So, literally a move means it would be too easy because then you kind of don't do or deal with what needs to be dealt with here. They're just showing me stay put. I'll leave it at that. Okay? Now, unless this is about your office. No? Okay. Hold on. Let me ask your dad. Did your dad have a glass eye?
My grandfather.
Really? He's the one talking. Is that news to you? Yes. He's standing here showing me he'll know me by this. And what that means is he's the one who guides you from a business perspective And I know that might sound bizarre, but it's this feeling of grandpa's picking up where he left off, meaning he didn't get to be as successful as he wanted to be, so he's now going to use you, and you maybe lately have been praying for divine intervention with work, or praying for abundance, or whatever you've been asking for, he's volunteering to help. So just, I always tell people, if your pipes are broken, you don't call your medical doctor, you call your plumber. So you need to know who's on assignment with you and what sector of your life so that you call on the right somebody. Does that make sense? All right, so moving forward, it's not your dad. Your dad is there as a cheerleader. Grandpa's there to make you more successful. Wants you to, so you still doing the work with law, your practice, wants you to continue. You're not done. Is making me feel as if you're starting to hear them. I don't know if you've been like channeling them or waking up with stuff in your head, sometimes songs in your head, messages, but you're hearing them. You're not crazy. So if that happens, you need to actually get it out on paper. Do you ever journal or automatic write?
No.
You should start journaling. Because I'm getting it's like, otherwise you get overwhelmed and confused. And then you go around like you're going like this because you have stuff in your head.
Mhm.
It's them and it's your mind, and there's not a lot of room for all of it. Does that make sense? It's kind of like my world. Okay, so do we know who the S is in Sam is for you?
Simon,
Yeah, who is he?
grandfather,
On-
another grandfather.
Another one. He's up there and he's just making me feel salute, which means proud of you, respect for you. Very important that you stay. Do you have one doctor you're working with right now? Stay
Yeah.
put. And then they're showing me healthcare. And so I'm thinking this is about staying with one versus bouncing around and getting 5 opinions. Okay? Hold on. God, I'm hearing Dan again. Do you know a Dan who died? Must be your Dan. Did you know their Dan?
No.
He's in this. Hold on. Why? Why are you in this? Medication. So he OD'd? Was he depressed, obviously? Somehow, because on some level you can relate to this, going through depression. So did you ever at any point, I know it's very personal, did you ever OD accidentally or combine different meds?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, hold on.
I take too many meds.
I think you do. Because he's not laughing about this. I think it's a heads up, which means you can prevent it if you... Okay, so where do we go with this? Keep hearing your name, which means who is the other Robert or Bob in your life? Not you, somebody else.
Uncle Bob.
Okay, he is living.
No.
He's dead.
Cousin Bob.
Do you have anyone here who has helped you named Robert or Bob? Like a professional? Okay, we're talking about meds, because I keep seeing meds. That's kind of bizarre that their Dan is coming forward, but there's something where he can identify with what you've gone through in the past. I don't know. Again, I'm not a doctor, so I can't tell you what to cut out, but all I see is the medication and something's off with it. Have you felt lately like you're on too many and that you need to get some of them out? Or maybe tweak the dosages?
Maybe, yeah.
I'm just going to leave this, and I would just trust you to go to your doctor, sit down and say something feels off.
Okay.
Maybe have blood work done, okay?
Okay.
Hold on. The bottom line is this: you cannot go there and join them. So I don't know if at any point you want to drop out of the game, meaning go, be there. No? No?
Not really.
Okay. It's hard because that's not what I'm getting. So maybe it hasn't happened, meaning you might hit a low where you're feeling like you can't do this, what he was feeling, their son. And all I can tell you is he's coming forward to try and cheerlead you into being here, to know not to make the same mistake he made. Okay? It's not a coincidence you guys came together and that their son is now coming forward to talk to you. And it could be, again, stuff that hasn't happened. But that is what I keep saying. Okay, so the bottom line is this. You aren't meant to go anywhere, and you should be fine so long as you're on top of it, okay? Now, I'm singing Stairway to Heaven. So, have you listened to any, is it Led Zeppelin? Stairway to Heaven?
That would be me.
Have you been listening to that song? Okay. So there's something with that song. So if you hear it, somehow it's them up there as a sign for you, like they're around. Okay? Hold on. Your mother is 100% with you. She's literally showing me lipstick on, which means makeup on, which means she looks good, she feels good. Do you actually carry her bag? Did you bring her bag tonight?
No,
Okay.
I have.
You're supposed to be using her purse or bag. She's also making me feel as if she's the one who kind of makes life a little bit lighter and brighter for you. So if she couldn't do that for you here, she's up there trying to do it. I don't know what you've been through the last 18 months, but it's not fun because she keeps showing me this roller coaster, but this is behind you, which means ahead of you it's a lot easier. Yeah. I'm also getting Lynn, living, friend. Lynn, Lindsay, Linda. Yeah, it could be Melinda. Who is she to you?
She was a good friend.
Good friend who died. She wants to, mom's talking about you being close to her. Have you thought about her? Do you think about her tonight? She's coming forward then. So hold on, with your mom's help. Do you ever call her anything for short? Instead of saying Melinda? All I know is she's here and she's a bright light, which means this, did she go through cancer?
Yes.
All I know is she's showing me this ending for her was very negative, heavy, depressing, but she's the opposite of that now. She doesn't want to be a downer. She's literally showing me a smiley face. Wants you to know she's spending a lot of good time with your mother. Your mother is sorry that she hasn't been coming around as much as you want her to. She's showing me a phone. So all that means is you need to more or less drag her in because she's busy. Your mom is like a busybody. Was she a social person in life? It's like making up for lost time and connecting with, it's like a huge family reunion, but it's not just family, it's friends too. Okay, Melinda just is kind of a sweet personality and is here because of your thoughts for her. So you invited her in, she's just saying she's okay, but I don't feel like she's constantly there. Your mother, was mom the main person you said you wanted to hear from tonight?
Mm-hmm.
She keeps cutting everybody off. She's now, right as I was about to go more into Linda, she's pulling a scarf, and I don't know if you have her scarves or something that would be flowy. Any clue?
Really?
Like a scarf. No clue?
No.
Okay, hold on. What are you talking about? It's silk. A blouse, maybe? Silk. Okay, let me leave that there. Then I'm supposed to ask you about the picnic. Did you guys do a picnic recently?
No. Picnic.
What's eating outside?
Oh, well, that's weird. Yeah, we just did our patio.
And so you've been eating dinners or whatever outside. Did you have something floating around you as you were eating? Like butterfly, fly? She's showing me you eating outside, this floating thing, and you're like, so annoying. And that's your mom. It was a sign from your mom. So do you have any idea what she's talking about?
I think so.
Okay, and if you don't, it will happen again. And when it does, you'll say, okay, we're not going to miss this.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Al, is your dad? He's just not getting his words in, and he's screaming his name in my head. Hold on. Do you find coins from him? Have you ever associated coins with Al?
You've said that before.
Did he collect them in
Yes.
life?
There was one, well, there's one coin that comes to mind.
Okay. It's recent, which means recently, did you get a rare coin from somewhere? Like if you got change back, they gave you a silver dollar, $50.
I did it.
You did.
Yeah.
Right.
So you were the
It was
messenger.
yeah.
He's smiling about that. So he's probably trying to say thank you. And he's smiling as if that really was him saying he was around. All I know is he's there to support you. And I said this before, but he loves you and he's your cheerleader because his hand is on your shoulder. So if you ever feel like, oh, I need help in anything, I need inspiration, you call on him. And the actual work stuff is your grandfather, his dad. His dad? Okay. Okay, hold on. Who died of cancer? Tied to you? Was that Dorothy?
No.
Who's the writer? No. They're showing me journaling or writing. Hold on. Do we know who Lou or Lulu is? No. Let me keep going with this. And Sissy or Cece or Sis? No clue? Hold on. There is a female who died of an illness. It may not be cancer. And she's, okay, so does one of you have a sister who died? No? Female to side, which means friend, cousin, like a sister, half sister, stepsister. No? Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh, who's Lil? Unless I'm not with you guys. LAL. No? No? Okay, hold on.
L-A-L?
Lil? Yeah, who is that?
My brother.
Lil?
Louis Urban Land.
Yeah, Lou. Didn't I just say Lou?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought you were.
I thought it was too. So Lou's your brother,
Yes.
and he died. Yeah, to your side. That's what. Okay, it's male, not female. I don't see them. I feel them. So what that means is he's coming in a little softer. We all have masculine and feminine energy. His is feminine. Okay.
That makes sense.
So his name is Lou. Okay. It's very sweet. He just wants you to know he's with your son, he's with your dad, he's with the whole gang. He's making me feel like he's more accepted over there, so I don't know if he never felt accepted or were you and he just not close in life?
We're very, very close.
Okay, what is this feeling? It's that same feeling I got from your son, not feeling at home here. I feel more comfortable where I'm at now. That's your brother communicating that.
Yeah, that doesn't fit because he had a wonderful life until he was sick for 3 years.
Was it cancer?
No, he had AIDS.
AIDS. Okay, hold on. Was he gay?
Yes.
That's why. Not feeling accepted or not feeling understood. And maybe that was the first part of the journey. And the second half, he was comfortable in his skin. But he's making me feel as if up there, it doesn't matter. You can be whatever you are, and there's no judgment. All I know is he didn't want to be left out of this, wants you to know that he is happy as can be, spending a lot of time writing. Remember I just said something with journaling or writing? Did he leave behind any journals?
No.
He's an author, is what I would say. So I don't know if it's something he said to somebody here he wished he could have written about his journey, or he had a message of some sort, but that's what he's doing. We'll leave it at that. Frank Sinatra mean anything to you? Did you ever meet him? Did somebody up there love him?
My brother hung around with a lot of famous musicians.
That's it.
And people in the entertainment.
Yeah,
field.
he's up there with Frank. And all I know is he could be up there with a lot, that's his sign to say a lot of like the old, well-known musicians, singers, songwriters. The point is, he's there. Okay, that's good. I'm glad you got that. Because you might have wondered if you walked out of here, like, why didn't he come through? Okay, so now my intention is to focus on you and you. So let's right now I want you guys to say in your minds, whoever it is you want to hear from, come forward, kind of get them going. Let me see what I can give you. Kiki, a nickname? This could be an animal's name. Somebody have a pet named Kiki? Cuckoo?
A cousin,
Named,
cat, or did have a cat.
named Kiki, and the cat died? Okay, hold on. Weird way to get me there, but hold on. All I know is I'm seeing on your maternal side the father figure, which would have to be, if it's not, it'd be your mother's father, that grandfather. I don't know if he's tied to that Kiki connection. Is that same side of the family? Mom's side of the family?
Yes, cousin on that side.
Okay. And did that cousin pass away? No. Okay, hold on. Do we know who the G as in George is? Let me keep going with this. Did anybody who died own a boat? Live for being on the water?
He owned a boat.
He did. Grandpa on your mom's side. Okay, that's who's talking. He's showing me his heaven is the most immaculate boat or yacht or something like that, you know, he didn't fully have here, but he gets to have anything there. He's in a happy place. He's making me feel as if your mom, he's pointing to her. Hold on. Has she passed, your mom? He's pointing to her, which means he's with her. All that means if he literally, she's not there, she'll say to you, I feel him, I talk to him, I get signs. If I know who GR is, that's that when I asked George. GR. Unless it's somebody's initials. GR, JR. Okay? Moving forward, I'm supposed to reference, now, were you close to Dorothy? Was that your mom's side mother? Because your maternal grandmother, so your maternal grandfather, your maternal grandmother know each other. Okay? I have, now, Dorothy's with her husband. I'm supposed to bring up the M. So is Grandpa M name? Emmett. Okay, so Emmett. And I can tell you that they're dancing. So they're happy as can be. She's bringing up, oh my God, go-go boots? What's with like the 70s? And was she around in the 70s?
Not in go-go.
I know, I'm sure not. Truly, she's a character, and she's showing me dressed up as if she was a 70s girl in her boots, in her short dress, dancing. So it's her sense of humor saying she's happy, she's young, she's not an old lady. Remember, okay, hold on. Bob Marley, Three Little Birds. So what song, is it called Three Little Birds? Yeah, that song. What does that mean to you? Anything? You play it a lot? You have to go back and play it because there's a reason. Somebody, your grandma is up there smiling, your grandpa, they're inspiring you, which means there's a message in there. Unless it's literally three birds. Is like we said to her, is a sign, three come around, but who's the third? Your grandma and grandpa and your grandpa, I guess. Now, I'm supposed to bring up Anthony or Tony. Any clue who that is? Who died in a sudden accident? This might not be family, this might be a friend. I feel like do you know somebody who died in a car or motorcycle accident? No? Does this tie to you?
I know an L that died in a car accident.
It's an A name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, was he a friend?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The A male standing to your side who died in the car accident is more or less because he had no closures coming forward to say he's okay. He cared about you. Did you ever date him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All I know is you weren't going to marry this guy, but he had love for you. He would not be here if he was a random somebody,
Mm-hmm.
okay? If you always felt badly about losing touch with him or not getting a chance to say your goodbye, that's why he would come forward. Hold on. I don't know if he was a character, like would you call him kind of a class clown?
Yes.
Because he was one to crack jokes, and he's making me feel like he doesn't want this to be hard and heavy on you. He wants you to laugh and smile. Are you an animal lover?
Yes.
Tell me about your animals are swarming around you up there, which means I don't know if you've lost a ton, but what this means is when you pass on, you're going to go visit animal heaven, and you're going to see all of them again. Because he's more or less saying, all your animals, the zoo is here. Are you not married right now?
No.
Because he's doing this like nobody's good enough for you, or you should not settle. You need to make sure that you stay true to you, and you don't just take something to fill a void. Again, you didn't lose your soulmate. You would not have married this man. But he gets you in a way I think a lot of people don't. And you have not met your match yet. So there's nothing wrong with you.
Mm-hmm.
He just hasn't shown up yet. Secured. Are you 44?
43.
44 is when you meet him. Mm-hmm. That's soon.
TikTok.
He's showing me, yeah. He's showing me 44, and when I just said yet, and then he showed me 44, you come together with somebody, and you can thank him on some level. He makes sure it's the right somebody, so it's great. Okay, so were you close to your grandmother on your mother's side? Same maternal thing here. Are you guys not related?
No.
Did you know grandma on your mom's side?
I didn't know her very well.
Do you, oh. Who's A?
My grandma's Alice.
That's, okay, Alice. So A grandma is standing here. Was she your mom's mom?
Mhm.
Yeah. She's the one on some level being a guide to you. So making sure, okay, oh God. Do you hike?
No.
Okay, she's talking about you going in a field and just walking, and that's like your meditation. So do you walk every day?
I walk, I don't
Okay.
hike.
Walking's fine. In my head, I see I'm kind of like in the middle of flowers and just nature. The point is, that's the way you get in touch with this grandmother. You may never put two and two together, but she's actually your guide. So if she failed to serve you in this lifetime, she now has been trained to show up and know how to do it so that she can balance that out, okay? She's also making me feel like you don't need to worry so much about getting it all done. I'm seeing a to-do list like this long, which means you always have this pressure on yourself, like you're not doing enough, you're not doing it well enough, not doing it, right. The point is, you're never going to get it all done, okay? We come in, we have, big goals, but we do the best we can do, and then we leave the rest for the next lifetime. Give yourself more credit. She's patting you on the back, which means you're not giving yourself enough credit or being too hard. We are our biggest critics. Mm-hmm. She's reminding you not to be. Okay. Hold on. Do you like harp music? Do you know I'm saying a harp?
No.
Okay, hold on. Something about playing. It's okay. Whenever I see harps, it's angels, which means if you start hearing music and you can't explain where it's coming from, you're hearing it from this grandmother. It's like kind of like them coming closer to your world. I've not seen this all night. I've seen 3 sparks of light all around you. What that means is if I can see it around you, it's your people saying, look at me. If you see sparks out of the corner of your eye, that's them.
Okay.
Okay? That's for anybody. I just haven't seen it except for you tonight. Hold on. Okay, so are you switching careers right now? Are you in Are you in business in some way, shape, or form?
Kind of.
Okay, who is this? There's a man, and I don't know if it's the maternal grandfather who just cut her grandmother off, but he is showing me changes with work, and don't be afraid to take a risk. This would definitely be out of the box, but you are more than qualified and capable to do this. And I'm getting it's like in the next 6 months. I mean, this is not 6 years from now. I'm also getting, if you wanted to work for yourself, you need to make sure that you're not boxed into something where you have to answer to somebody. This is more kind of freedom to do it on your own terms, and that would be the change or the opportunity. Okay? Let me see what else. Hold on. You're not a therapist.
I am.
You are. Make sure you go forward with therapy, meaning not receiving it, but giving it. Who's saying this? Okay, did you guys lose a baby son? Baby boy? Yeah. Okay, I have 4 different spirits that all want to talk at the same time. So what I want you guys to do, I'm getting really torn in all these directions. I want to talk to you about your work, but I want to go to your son first. So give me a moment, okay? I have to tell them to organize. Hold on. Dorothy is holding him. Was he literally a baby when he died? Was he under the age of 5?
It was a miscarriage.
Okay, so he was a baby. I mean, not a physical, but in my world, it's a baby, okay? Because a soul is a soul. She's holding this baby, and she's making me feel as if there's nothing off or wrong with what happened, which means in your minds, looking at it from a mind level, it looks like something went terribly wrong, like this should not have happened. But on a soul level, this was all agreed upon prior to coming in. Do you have 2 living kids right now?
No.
You're saying you have 2 kids.
I'm pregnant.
Oh, and do you have 1 living?
No.
Are you having twins?
No.
You have 2 kids. And I would say it's him and this one. Now, different souls. This is not the same soul coming back. Because I'm seeing 2. Boy and a girl. Which means, do you know if it was a boy?
No.
Do you know if you're having a girl?
I'm having a boy.
You're having a boy. Okay, hold on. Not the same soul. Hold on. God, that's not right. You're having 2 kids, 2 living kids. Have you said, like, I would be open to, after this one, trying again? I understand. I know. And like for the first year, you're going to say no. But after that, be open. Because he is literally showing me, this soul is saying, you had to go through that loss to appreciate, the gift of life on some level. You had lessons to learn. I get it. Now they're going back to therapy. Do you work with kids at all?
Yeah.
That's it. Because on some level, there's a gift in this. Because you are better at what you do. You get it more because you've gone through it. You're not going through it again. I don't see you losing another baby. Okay, so that's the good news. You have to change the name. I don't know what you've decided on, but it's not going to cut it. So, was this going to be a junior of some sort? Yeah. I don't know what you guys agreed on, but he's saying this name for this baby won't fit. So have a backup plan, because you'll look at it and say that doesn't feel right. This one coming in is very spirited. And when I see spirited, it means excited and eager, meaning will not detach from the body, meaning die. Wants to be here. Dorothy is all around this message. So the bottom line is this, is as you go through this, I mean, you must be early on because I can't even tell. As you go through this, are you 4 months? Yeah. As you go through this, you just keep praying to remove any and all fear that's left over from the last go-round, because you don't want to project it onto this, okay? Because it's not going to hurt the baby, but it will definitely make it a more stressful experience, okay? I'm also getting, okay, are you guys going to Mexico? Were you going a big trip? You went to Mexico just in the last year?
Yeah.
Something about, yeah, that's it. Something about Mexico is an example of living life fully or celebrating. So I don't know if you did that just kind of because you went through such a hard time in the past, to celebrate life. But the point is, she's smiling about Mexico. Hold on. Dorothy and your grandpa, they're the 2 that are supporting this. I see a boy and a girl, which means if this is a boy, you have a chance to have a girl. And so you have 3 kids, 1 in spirit and 2 coming in. Do you wear cologne? Never? What smell has been bothering you? Did you stop wearing perfume?
I don't like perfume.
Yeah, she's showing me it's this like with the heavy cologne or perfume. So grandma's going to give you that as a sign, because she knows you don't like it. It will get your attention. Okay? And you'll say, okay, haha, I'm here. I'm listening. What do you want to tell me? I see you in the car and smelling this. So when it happens, you can't explain it. Hold on. Your work is very important, which means even though you're becoming a mom, you can't quit your work. It's part of your service. You signed up to do it. Even if you say, I'm going to do it part-time, that's fine. Just always do it in some way. Have you thought about writing a book? You're going to do that at some point. Today, that might sound absurd. 10 years from now, you might look back at this and say it makes perfect sense, okay? But it's definitely a book. It's geared towards kids on some level, or it could be for adults about kids. What happened weird in the house? Somebody ring your doorbell? You could not figure out, would your doorbell break? What was the ringing? Unless it's like smoke detector, something ringing, and you can't figure out how it's happening. It's them. It's the little boy that you lost, him doing that. So if it happens a week from now, you can't make sense of it. It's him messing. It's definitely loud.
I've had that happen.
You have?
Yeah.
Recently? Did you lose a baby?
No.
It's a baby saying it. Or a soul of a, yeah. Hold on. Do you have an alarm system in the house? Did it go off and you couldn't figure out how it went off? I'll leave it. Don't make it fit. There's something to that, and it's him. And it's like, you can't miss this sign, and that's how you know it's him. And grandma's the smell. Let me see if there's anything else I want to